Hi, my name is Fran Recovery and this is a demo video for both explaining a Power BI dashboard and a Microsoft Excel dashboard. For this part of the video, I'll be explaining this human resource report that was created in Power BI for a company that was interested to analyze the performance of employees in different aspects. This dashboard was created using both factual and dimensional tables. For the dimensional tables, we have information like departments with variables as department and job role for each department, educational level, rating level for satisfaction, for employee satisfaction, and satisfaction level, and factual tables like the employee list for employees that the company has had since 2012 and performance rating for evaluation the company has done since 2013. Now, the dashboard is, is segmented in four main tabs. The first one, summary, created with the intention for a stakeholder to analyze how the company is currently being. You have the list of active employees, the departures the company has had during the years, and the attrition rate, which shows a 16.1% during the period. You can see the employees by age range, which more than the half is less than 30 years, showing that the company is very young, or the employees are very young for the company. You have the gender distribution, showing a nice distribution between male and females, and by department, showing that the company is heavily uh, inclined towards the technology department, showing this is a technology company. By educational level, you have a nice distribution between bachelor's and master's, so this shows that the main employee has highly education. And for distribution by time in the company, you have most of the company, or more the employees in the company, are over 5 years in the company. So this is a good signs for the company, since you have a low attrition rate, and most of your employees are long term with the company. This is for the summary level. Showing the department level, we see how it's been the performance by department and job role, where by department and job role you can see the list of active employees, the performance over 5 points, the salary, and attrition rate, where you can see or mix variables to understand why or how each job role has a nice or bad performance, and see if the salary you're being paying is being retributed with a nice performance. And you can see, for example, for HR business partner that has the highest or the second highest salary for each job role, has the lowest performance or 5. So this could be a job role that needs focus for the company. You also have a legend to show you Y and X, which is more than 0.1 points under the company average, which is 3.48. Exclamation sign is less than 0.1 points under the average, and if it's over the average, you have a check mark. You can filter the period if you want in the last 4 years. You can filter and you see how the data changes, which is very important to see if there is being a change within the company or what are the tendencies. If you have a look in the employee tab, you can see the list of all the employees that are candidates for promotion, which has performance over 4 over 5, and plus 5 years in the job role, which is a nice indicator that they can be promoted to the next position. Also, you have a salary motivation analysis to see how motivated is each employee in the company and what is the salary. And you can, in the human resource department, can identify if people with low salaries are related to bad satisfaction, or people with high salaries are still dissatisfied to and perform human resource uh, things. Here you have the low salary employees with under the 25 percentile of salary, and you also have the high salary employees over the 75 percentile, and see how it is distributed, and see if there is a relationship between high salary and high job satisfaction, and low salary and low job satisfaction, and also the performance over 5, which is very important for the company, and of course the human resource department. Finally, you have a satisfaction analysis, where you have the overall satisfaction in the company, where you have is very neutral at 3.4, and work-life balance also by the analysis the company have done in the service, the perform, and you have a nice graph where you can analyze how it's been done during the year, how it's been changed during the year, showing an important decrease in 2016, and also in 2019 a decrease in work-life balance, but a nice signal where in the last year of analysis, which is 2021, both satisfaction level and work-life balance increased to 3.5. So the company has a job to analyze why in this period the satisfaction and work-life balance decreased, and what has been done if the changes they've done have made the results expected. You can see also this analysis by job role, and see which areas of the company can be more or less satisfied with both their job and their work-life balance, and the distribution by each department, salary range or age range, and see which employees are tend to be more or less satisfied with the job. This dashboard is very useful for the human resource department, since they can analyze different characteristics of their employees and perform changes or do human resource things to improve the satisfaction level, to improve how the employee feels with the company. Now here we are with a commercial analysis for a company with multiple stores across the country. This report was created with different tables for each month year. We have July, August, September, October, November, December. And you may think, okay, how do I merge all these tables together to create this amazing dashboard or semi-dashboard to present it to my stakeholders? And you may think, okay, if I copy and paste each table or each row in just one table will be enough, and it may work, of course, but let's see, you have a high amount of rows, and copy and paste could be very exhausting. You can use Power Query, which is an amazing tool that both Microsoft Excel and Power BI have to merge tables together and transform and performs different transformation to clean and improve your data. Here you can see how the different table for each month is shown and also work together, where you have different steps to clean the data and make it more ready to use, and finally merged via appending queries, appending tables where all the data is merged or appended together and is ready to use in just one table. Power Query is an amazing tool because it's not only for merging and appending queries, You can on pivot tables, you can do any transformation, clean your data, detect errors, which is an amazing tool that Power Query tells you when you shows the performance of column distribution. You can see if there is any error, how many unique values you have, and allows you to analyze and transform your data. And once you finished transforming your data, you can use it to create. Here will show how all this data is merged in just one table, which is ready to use. Here showing a table where it is ready to use for the dashboard, where you have all the products that are being sold during the period for each month, and via pivot tables you can create these amazing tables to perform or to show to your stakeholders how each store has performed during the period of analysis, which is May-December. And with conditional formatting, you can determine which was the best month for each store, via with sales, margin, which is showing that it's not the same for each month, and for cost, which company or which store, had more costs in which months, and of course the tendency, which show you which company or which stores again has been improving during the time, or which store have been decreasing, or either margin or sales during the period of analysis, and determine if it is profitable, still interesting to have in operation, or needs to shut down. Finally, you can see the product analysis for the store. Here is mainly focused on batteries, and you can with filters you can determine what is the best product for each store, and just selecting you can see how each store is performing depending on the product or the best product for each store, and also by month, which is the best product for May, June, July, August, or using cross filtering. Let's see on November how this store performed, and you can analyze how or what are the best products for this store in this month. Okay, this and more can be learned in the Microsoft Excel Advanced program that will be designed to not only know how to create this report, but also use the different tools that Microsoft Excel and Power BI have.